I tell you, look, I've been talking about this all morning, and the truth of the matter is when Mandani stands on a stage and starts his rhetoric, uh, unfortunately, because he is the mayor of New York, and New York is one of the most important cities in the world, let alone in America, his comments reverberate across the world in a way that people think matters. And so let me just say, first of all, his comments don't matter. This event is going to go on. Madison Square Garden is a full-fledged corporation. They don't respond to political rants. They respond to capitalism. And so someone wrote a check, rented Madison Square Garden, and is hosting a rally. There's nothing that Mandani can do about that. There are laws in place in America that prevent an elected official from trying to cancel a private event because he doesn't like it. So, he's so ignorant to how the real world works and certainly how America works. So anyhow, I just wanted to put that to bed, that there's been some speculation about whether he can cancel it or not. No, he cannot. And thank goodness we have laws in America that can prevent a rogue elected official from doing something like that. As it pertains to his comments towards the RSS chief, look, Mandani, we were exposed to Mandani during the election season. Now we're very much acquainted with who he is. He is an anti-democracy, anti-religious freedom, anti-everything mayor and an elected official. His comments about the Jewish community and certainly against Israel, his anti-Semitic comments, his comments against Christians, his comments against Hindus, his comments against any other faith that is not his own have been so widely promoted. And that's because he's telling us exactly who he is. And so I'm not surprised when his comments surfaced about this event, because not only has he been an anti-democracy and anti-religious freedom elected official, he's also anti-Modi. He is against everything that Prime Minister Modi stands for as a leader. And he's certainly against everything that the Indian community stands for. The prime minister has always been a leader who has supported religious freedom. Certainly, we see cases of religious persecution in every country, in India, in America, and countries all across the world. But the prime minister has always been someone who is for all people. In that same breath, Sahil, the prime minister is aligned with the BJP, which happens to be the conservative side of the aisle and controlling India. Mandani's against that as well. He's a part of the Democratic Socialists of America movement that is associated within the Democratic Party, that is absolutely in opposition of everything of Prime Minister Modi and everything he stands for. So again, you got Mandani making these comments against the RSS chief for political reasons, for religious reasons, and people should not be worried about, what he's saying at all. His philosophy is that the RSS stands for something that is anti his religion, or whatever he perceives. The RSS certainly has had some controversial narratives or conversations in the past, but from my understanding and my interfaces with those who are part of the RSS or representative here in the U.S., it is an organization that certainly, yes, helps elect prime ministers. There are many organizations like that across the world that are associated with a political side of the aisle, but they're also involved in philanthropy. They're also involved in movements that are promoting the cultural aspects of the Indian people. And that includes all people. We're not just talking about Indians that are Hindu, but Indians that are Christians, Indians that are actually Muslim, and they're promoting the culture of India and the diversity of India. That's what I have taken from RSS. To be very honest, if you walk down the street in New York and ask someone, what is RSS? They probably would think it's a clothing brand. Most people in the United States have no idea what RSS is, unless you're in the Indian American community. So, again, Mandani is trying to elevate something that is not a big conversation here in the United States at all. Even more so, I'll say there's an opportunity for the RSS and the chief and this event to heighten the positives about the organization. Use the 24-hour news cycle the RSS has gotten more publicity in the last 24 hours than probably in the history of their organization in the context of the United States. So this event is a great opportunity for them to highlight the positives of the organization. In fact, highlight the aspect of uh, religious freedom, the aspect of how India is a place, a democracy that supports all religions and all people, even in the context of the specificity of what the RSS does for certain sides of the aisle or even a particular community. And I would hope that the RSS would invite some people that are outside of the Hindu faith and the Indian community, to be very honest. I think it would heighten their event because their whole title is about oneness. What a better opportunity than to bring people of all faiths and all cultures that certainly support India, support the prime minister, and can speak positively about what this organization is doing. That in itself will silence all the Mandani foolishness. And again, this Democratic Socialist of America movement, it's a part of the Democratic Party that is not even supported by the Democratic Party. I have Democratic elected official friends who are already publicly speaking out against this movement. Mandani's comments, what a lot of these candidates in our midterm election that are associated with the DSA, they're anti-Semitic, they're anti-democratic, they're anti-religious freedom, and they don't represent anything that we promote as Americans and certainly as Indians.